Yo, what's up guys? You got pokeaim here with part 2 of my Pheromosa suspect test run. Pheromosa is currently being suspect tested in the OU tier, if you guys were not aware. And I streamed it yesterday after recording, and I kind of messed around too much on stream, I feel like. Because my friends were there, so we ended up talking about like our favorite games and things like that, or Pokemon-wise, and how we feel about the stories and enemies and bad guys, which was really fun, admittedly, but... I probably threw too many games while that was happening, so I'm not saying that I still can't power through with this alt, but if this alt does get too many losses, I'll just switch alts and, record from that one. I'm just letting you know. This background, by the way, was made by Rain Foxy. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. It was after the Mamoswine video that Gator and I recorded, where the dude had one Salamence, so we had 6 Mamoswines, so... also, this team was made by Hiker Clarence. It looks so fun that I had to use it. I absolutely had to use it. So, we have a fast Tapu Fini with kyurem-black, is that how you say it? kyurem-black? Not entirely sure. But that makes you lose 75% with Nature's Madness. We have Mega Metagross, one of the best Pokemon right now. Scarf Superior, which is why I was like, oh god, I gotta use this thing. This guy is Scarf Superior on this team. Which could be pretty cool as a late game win con. It has a great speed tier, and just spamming Leaf Storm and getting boost. We have a special Lanner's Theory, and I'm messing around a little bit, but if I feel like I lose too much, I'll probably change the team. Maybe not. No, I'll probably just power through with it. And Stealth Rock, fast Marowak Alolan form, and then extra belt Kyurem. So, looks really fun. I do want to say that the Beast Boost merchandise only has 1 day left. I believe right now currently it has 1 day and 6 hours left. So if you want to pick up a shirt, a hoodie, a mug, or a sticker, those are down below and they are gone after, 1 day and 6 hours. So we're going to look for a battle. Hopefully we can get some good games. The team itself just looks so fun that I had to use it. I absolutely had to use it. I love Hiker Clarence's teams. Why am I a gardener? What? I mean, I like planting food. I'm not gonna lie. I do like planting food. This team gets soloed by Tapu Fini. But, no, this isn't okay. This is not alright. I do want to know your thoughts, though, on Pheromosa. I was actually thinking about it a little bit. I'm gonna let the timer wear down. It doesn't really matter. I was actually thinking about it just a little. Whatever, I lit up for kyurem-black because it destroys his entire team. He actually has no swiftness for kyurem-black. Also terrible. I don't care about Skarmory. But, like I was saying, I was thinking about it just a bit, and I don't. A lot of the reason why people don't want a Pokemon to be banned is because of viability in Ubers, which is not a good reason. Ubers is a completely different tier than OU. Up until I think about 1.5 to 2 years ago, Ubers wasn't even considered a tier. It was only OU's ban list, so it was like what BL is to UU. But recently it became a tier, so I was actually thinking about what if we actually did. People were suggesting had a tier between OU and Ubers. I've been thinking about it a little bit more because I think it makes more sense now that Ubers is in fact a tier, and much like the other tiers, they do go down. Pokemon do drop when their usage falls. So, by the way, Extra Belt Kyurem is complete. Big Black Kyurem just does not care. That's beat down for you. He does not care. Greninja, can you even beat me unless you have like low kick? I don't even know what you're gonna do to me. I'm just gonna Fusion Bolt here. As your specs. Okay, that's fine. I don't think that particularly matters. I have Tapu Fini. We can defog away these hazards. Tapu Fini also beats my opponent's entire team. Kind of wish he had leftovers, but also you can't have Gunk Shot on this Greninja. So we'll just defog right now. As Goodra comes out, I'm assuming something like Sludge Wave is going to come out. By the way, did you see our Lanners? Our Lanners look so cool. Our Lanners has max special attack, HP Ice, Sludge Wave, and Earth Power. That is so cool. Goodra is one of the few mons that actually stops me from breaking through his team with Superior because of Sap Sipper. So I'm actually going to go out to Marowak. I expect like a Sludge Wave or something. I don't expect the Draco Meteor. Also, even my opponent did try to drop a Draco, Misty Terrain is up, so it would be weakened. Now let's go for a Shadow Bone right here. Weaken this guy again for my Superior as he Dragon Pulses and gets a crit. I kind of want Rocks up so I can win with Superior faster. I'm going to get my Rocks here. Unfortunately, because of the crit, I will be 2-hit KO'd by that. However, we can now go out to Metagross and not care about his team at all. No, Metagross does not care. Get rid of Goodra. Nice. I can now click Leaf Storm, get rid of Greninja, which I'm positive is specs just based on the damage that it knocked out Kyurem-black, man. It knocked out Kyurem-black from 50%. You have to be specs. So we got Tapu Fini here. I guess as long as we land Leaf Storms, we win the game. And that's why I wanted our Brox, because that weakens the Salamence. So throw off a Moonblast here as he goes out into Gastrodon. And as long as I also have Intimidate in the back on Landers, I think we're good versus Salamence and whatnot. So what we're going to do here is go hard Serperior. And main reason I'm doing this play is because Misty Terrain is up, so I don't care about Toxic. You're just going to recover off anyway, most likely. And now I can just start clicking the Leaf Storm and just start doing damage. And again, the cool thing about Scarf Serperior is it's going to start boosting. I would love to go for another Leaf Storm and then potentially beat him down with that. But what I'm actually going to do is go out into Landers here, get off that Intimidate. I don't think I go down to Z move from full HP. We have double Stealth Rock, by the way, I just realized that. I don't think I go down to Fly-MZ at full HP. I could be wrong, though. I was completely wrong. So he does get the attack raise, but Mega Metagross is at full, which means it does not go down to a +1 Earthquake anyway. It's Mega Metagross, so it shouldn't die unless my opponent crits me. Yep. So I just wasn't sure if I actually lived. But then again, I'm used to running defensive landers, so that was my fault right there. But we're going to be able to knock out that Mon with the Ice Punch. And all I got to do, click Thunder Punch here. Doesn't matter what my opponent goes for. Goes for Extra Sensory, which is probably the wrong play, because I can knock him out now with the Thunder Punch, and Serperior plus Taunt Tapu Fini would have just won the game anyway, so nice. But yeah, I've been thinking about it, having a tier between OU and Ubers, considering Ubers is actually, you know, its own tier. This person is also very, very weak to me clicking Scarf Leaf Storm. Ubers is its own tier, and I know Pokemon like Blaziken and whatnot don't always get to shine in Ubers, and that's usually people's reasoning, which I suppose is fair, but I don't know, it's just my 2 cents anyway. We're going to lead off with Landers because it matches up pretty well versus Zone, Dugtrio, and even if he leads off with Zone Landers, which is his Rocker, I can go for a max special attack, HP Ice, and do some really nice damage to him. 34% is actually pretty clean, and we'll even get up our rocks here. If he wants to get up his own rocks, it's fine. He's more pressure to defog than I am. My Kyurem-black absolutely destroys his team. It absolutely destroys his team. In fact, so much so that I'm just going to sack my Landers here to weaken him to the point of I can get up rocks and then just smack him with Kyurem-black. So go for 2. Nature's Madness, nice. That'll matter. I'm assuming he didn't have Scald or something. We can get up our rocks one more time. As Magnezone comes out, that is not a counter. Are you Scarf Magnezone? We'll find out right now. Otherwise, you just sent in a Magnezone to die versus a Landorus. Alright, so he's doubling around, but my Intimidate doesn't matter, bro. I showed Hidden Power Ice and Sludge Wave. He should understand by now that Intimidate doesn't matter. And the fact that he knocked off my Life Orb, I'm not losing any health at all. And I still keep up rocks for Gyarados and Pokemon like that. By the way, which Tapu Fini still deals with. I want to find out if he's Scarf Lele or Timid or over Modest. If he's Timid, then I do lose. Like, I lose versus him, meaning he's faster than me is what I was trying to say. But otherwise, I beat him 1v1, and we can go out into our Metagross now. I'm assuming this is Scarf Tapu Lele. So Metagross is the Pokemon that actually beats this. I'm just gonna go for Meteor Mash here. I don't care if Zone comes out. Zone is his Grass Resist, so if he goes out to Magnezone, I can hit him with a Meteor Mash into Hammer Arm. Yeah, I can hit him with a Meteor Mash into Hammer Arm. Though Metagross does completely destroy him, and I do want to be aware of the Dugtrio in the back. I'm actually debating doubling right here. Yeah, I'm actually really debating doubling right here into Kyurem-black. I'm going to make the double out into Kyurem-black because I don't expect him to stay in and click Psychic when I can knock him out. I actually expect him to sack Tapu Fini, and I want to make the Kyurem-black play. So hopefully this works. Let's see if it let me. Nice, and I don't have to worry about a Bandit Dugtrio Revenge killing me. Keep rocks up. I pressure Gyarados. Lele can come out. I do apologize about the phone, but Lele can come out if it wants to. Or Zone, that's great too. I don't mind weakening the Magnezone at all. I do have an Earth Power. I do have Earth Power right here after all, which should be able to get rid of him. He actually doubles, I think, expecting my Marowak to come out, which makes complete sense. Definitely makes perfect sense right there. But we can knock out the Tapu Fini, keeping up rocks, breaking potential Sash and Dugtrio, though I kind of doubt Sash Dugtrio on this build. And also, this does not knock me out. You do not knock me out, my friend. Oh, you go right for Memento. Nice. So maybe it was Sash Dugtrio or Scarf. But Gyarados can come out now if it wants to. I think Gyarados should come out now anyway. And I'm not super worried if Gyarados does come out because I do have, again, Scarf Superior in the back to Revenge Kill. And at the same time, I also have a full HP Tapu Fini. And if he Dragon Dances in regular form, I also hit it with a Fusion Bolt. Oh, no Intimidate. Wait, are you Z-Move? Oh, I guess he might not be Mega. He said good game. Did he win? I'm just in a Fusion Bolt here in regular form. Nice. I wasn't sure why he said good game or was it over. But I'll Fusion Bolt there basically because if he Mega'd, I can go out to Tapu Fini anyway. And also, kyurem-black was at full HP, so there was no way at all that Gyarados was knocking me out ever. Ever. Gyarados was never knocking me out without using a Z-move, assuming it was Z-move. So it can get to +2, and I think kyurem-black can still live a hit. So I think Fusion Bolt was the best play to be able to react to that, force him to attack me. And if he stayed in regular form, which made sense as well, if he wasn't like special or whatnot, I could beat him down. So go for Ice Beam here, as Moonblast is going to be able to knock me out. And I'll just go out into Marowak and just click Fire Punch and win the game. Yeah, because Zone is going to go down, and all he has left is that Tapu Lele, which not only can I get up a Terrain versus, but I also just win the game again. So this is Scarf Lele. I'm going to go to Tapu Fini just to get rid of his Terrain, because Marowak can probably live a hit. Or you can, do that. Just throw off a Moonblast here. It doesn't matter if he 2-hit KOs me, because Marowak still eats the hit. And we also do have Metagross in the back anyway to just click Ice Punch twice and win. I didn't really have to switch out into Tapu Fini, but just getting rid of the Terrain I think was better in the long run. It was Scarf Lele, which is usually the one that does run timid. Otherwise, they're usually modest because they just break through your opponent's team, especially with like Calm Mind and Taunt. Good game, dude. So even after, I love how after even the -2 from Memento. Extra Bell Fusion Bolt just still O-code Gyarados. That's crazy. I didn't expect Gyarados to go down. I did expect him to stay in regular form, but I did not expect it to go down. Ooh, I like my opponent's team. It looks a lot like the one I'm running. Like it actually does look a lot like Timeron. Have fun, man. Thank you, friend. I appreciate that. Alright, so my opponent's team looks a ton like mine. I'm going to lead off with Landers because I think Landers is his best lead versus me since my best lead versus him. Oh, you did. Oh, cool. That's cool. He changed his ult, which I might be doing the same. Just testing changes to this team. Nice and strong. I look strong. Is this the guy who never switched versus me yesterday? I don't know. I do not know. Marowak is also my Stealth Rocker. Well, I can Earth Power right here and just Oko him, but I don't like that. I don't like my Metagross matchup at all. We're gonna go out into Metagross right here on an expected Ice Punch. Yep. Man, I don't even know what's worse. The fact that I had to wait for the freeze to happen because my animations go by so slow, and I just saw sorry. I was like, oh, no. No. I was going to use Metagross as a pivot to go back out on Landers, to go back out on Tapu Fini. On the bright side, this beats my Gross 1v1. That doesn't make me feel happy. We're going to go back out on Landers on his Thunder Punch. I'm going to go Tapu Fini on his Ice Punch. And I'm just going to go for, I don't want him staying in. I'm just going to go for the Guardian of Alola. Whatever comes in, I'm taking 75% of their health up. So, go ahead. Go ahead. Get punched. Get punched by the Guardian. And we can just go right for the Moonblast and pick him off. I will be able to live this. So, we can get rid of Tapu Lele. Nice. It's still not looking too good for us, though. Kyurem-black does come out. Pretty sure this one's an issue, man. We might be faster. We might be faster. He gets 288 speed. I should make this a little bit fast. I want to make it faster than Neutral Max kyurem-black. So, because getting Moonblast off right there would have been great. This is Sub-Zero Slammer kyurem-black. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure this is Sub-Zero Slammer. So we're gonna go right out into our Kyurem. I want to weaken him at least with Ice Beam before I go down to the Sub-Zero Slammer. He does go right out into Metagross though. Oh, holy crap! I mean, I'm not sorry. That's crazy. That is absolutely insane. That's amazing. I don't think I should risk Kyurem-black either, but I will. I will. That's amazing. He froze me, I freeze him. And it got rid of his Metagross. So, do we go down to this? I believe it was. We are minus Spadef. We are minus Spadef nature. I want to keep Landers alive because it does threaten his own Landers. You can also outspeed his kyurem-black. I don't necessarily need kyurem-black in this game. I'm going to calc this though. I'm trying to remember yesterday if he was Specs or not. I'm pretty sure he was Specs. kyurem-black. ICMZ Wallbreaker. Oh, that's a set. That's cool. Oh, this is pretty much my spread. Gengar. OU Life Orb. Focus Blast. Does Oko. Okay, so yesterday the Focus Blast knocked me out. Otherwise, we'll go for Earth Power here. And it looks like he is not Specs. He is Scarf. Nice. I think he was one of those yesterday. I don't remember. But I can knock him out with the Earth Power, which is amazing. And then proceed to throw off an Ice Beam here, win a tie, and get a crit. Holy crap, man. Yeah, my Metagross is still frozen, which did win the game at this point, but I did freeze my own Metagross, so I'm sorry, but such is Pokemon. And we'll go right for the Dragon Pulse here, knock him out, and then I can just spam Leaf Storm later and win the game with Superior. So, nice attack raise, I'll take it. We'll go right onto my own Landers here, as we can threaten him. We can threaten him, he just U-turns right on out of that battle, yeah. Superior just came in and clicked Leaf Storm and won the game. So, that freeze really sucked for both of us. Obviously, him losing his Metagross was crappy because kyurem-black proceeded to destroy his team after that. So that was absolutely disgusting from my point, and I do apologize, but that is the game we play. Just like I had to accept that my Metagross was frozen, it also did win in the late game. I like my opponent's team because it gets destroyed by kyurem-black, which I'm going to lead off with. Nothing on my opponent's team deals with kyurem-black at all. Another Pokemon I can lead off with is a Marowak. I've actually been leaning towards Rockhead Marowak a lot more than Lightning Rod, especially when I pack it with Tapu Koko switch-ins. Tapu Koko is amazing, by the way. It's ridiculous to switch into. But I've been enjoying it a lot because versus Stall, you just get to click Flare Blitz and you don't lose any recoil when they sack their Chansey or when they go into Skarmory or all that stuff. So we're going to lead off with our Kyurem as he leads off with Buzzwole. I'm gonna go I don't want to go hard Landers because I don't want him Ice Punching. I'm gonna go hard Tapu Fini. I think it's a good mid-ground play. I don't know if he'd stay in with Buzzwole. I also don't know if he's Scarf or not, which is why I am switching out here. If he is Scarf Buzzwole, I do not want to stay in. Superpower will obviously Oko me. I don't want to go Marowak because I don't want to get weakened for the Tapu Koko. If I get a Brox, I could potentially sweep him with Leaf Storm. He goes out to Mantine, which isn't too bad for me. I think kyurem-black is a fine play because Misty Terrain is up, so you can't burn me or poison me, and you're going to go for Scald here anyway. Doubles out to Ferrothorn. Very cool play on my opponent's part. We'll go out to Marowak. I do have the HP Fire, and I'm assuming he's going to go for Rocks, but on the off chance he goes for Gyro Ball, where this Mon destroys his team, I'm not going to risk it. So we're going to go hard Marowak. We're going to get up our Rocks. He's going to be more pressure to defog. Just based on the team, he's going to be way more pressure to defog than I am, and basically, by getting up Rocks, I'll ensure that his hazards more than likely won't be here for the entirety of the game. So we're definitely going to go Marowak here. I guess knockoff could happen from this Ferrothorn if he wants to. I can see him doubling again. Maybe scouting for the, maybe potentially scouting for HP Fire, but even then, yeah, those are Rocks. Okay, so we'll get up our own Rocks. Don't really care. Again, he's more pressure to defog, especially because my Marowak is in and the Marowak is now. Hard Buzzwole. Hard Buzzwole. It's not a play you typically see. Don't typically, especially on a Fire Week to Fire Week. But we'll go Fini here. We are faster. I guess Earthquake is coming out. That's so much damage, good lord. That did so much damage. I'll just throw off a Moonblast. I don't want him. What if he's like max speed and he's trying to poison jab me next? Moonblast is just a safer play. As Ferrothorn is going to come out. And he could definitely Leech Seed me now. As much as I don't want Marowak to be weakened because this beats Koko, I do have the Leaf Storm in the back and kyurem-black to eat a hit. So we'll go right to Marowak now. I'm assuming Leech is going to happen. I guess you could Gyro Ball too, Power Whip. But with Rocks up, Marowak does not have switch-ins. And it also outspeeds his Mantine, so I could also just go for Shadow Bone here as well. Yeah, so there is the Leech Seed. We'll throw off a Fire Punch right now. I don't think my opponent has Protect if you're running Stealth Rock. Usually if you have Protect, you're running Spikes because you want your Ferrothorn around for longer. I hope my thought process there makes sense. But we'll be able to go for Fire Punch, and I'm thinking, because of our max speed and Stealth Rock up, even after Leech Seed recovered, like, why are you going Buzzwole? Why are you going Buzzwole? That's not... Whatever, Buzzwole is pretty much gone. Oh, his leftovers Buzzwole too. Why is Buzzwole coming in though? Like it's a counter. I don't know, that Mon's coming in like it's a counter. I will go Tapu Fini again. I think it's still the best mid-ground play. Maybe he's thinking Buzzwole isn't useful because I do have Metagross and whatnot. Well, even then, that's how I would think Buzzwole is useful. But there's the Ice Punch, trying to predict my Marowak, my Lanners. And we can just throw off a Moonblast one more time. Either knock him out or catch the Ferrothorn upon switching. I would love to weaken this for my... Yeah, I want to weaken this Mon. I want to weaken this Mon for my Marowak, and also I could see him doubling, I suppose, instead of going for Leech Seed. So I definitely just want to go for Gardening Alola, get off like 70-something%. Also weaken it for Metagross, because as you can see my opponent's team, Metagross destroys him. Metagross absolutely destroys him. So I will sack my Tapu Fini there to be able to go into my Marowak and just click Shadow Bone. Shadow Bone should be able to deal with Ferrothorn, as well as hitting everything from neutral. Would have 2-hit KO'd Mantine with ease, but Ferrothorn is gone. Buzzwole is weakened, and if I can get rid of Mantine, I think I can actually win this game with Superior for once. I've been saying that so many times. I'm thinking it's Zard Y. I guess it could be X, but I'm thinking more so Y. Because Y appreciates Tapu Koko luring in Pokemon like Ferrothorn, and then it can Volt Switch the U-turn out of there, and then just destroy him after that. So it could be Zard Y. I'm actually hoping it's Zard Y. Zard X I can deal with, but it's going to be a little bit more annoying. Lenners comes out. Is this Double Dance? Just going to Shadow Bone here. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I have 2 Stealth Rockers on this team, so I don't really care too much. And we can go right out into our own Lenners here. I'm not sure if he has max speed or not, but we'll just throw off an HP Ice. And again, if he wants to defog, then he's getting rid of rocks for me for my kyurem-black, which absolutely destroys my opponent's team. So, Buzzwole's going to come out. That is going to go down. Nice. One less sack. I'm assuming Mantine's going to come out. I guess Tapu Koko could also come out if it wanted to. But it's looking like potentially Scarf Landers or Z-Move Landers. Those are the 2 options that I see. Unless he's running double Stealth Rock like me. But I really do see Mantine coming out now and going for... defog. Especially because of the fact that he has Charizard. Like, you don't go... I think you definitely go Mantine, or you go Tapu Koko as a more offensive option. Particularly HP Ice, maybe? The thing is, again, like, you're seeing how Scarf Leaf Storm can win the game, right? But he has that Charizard which 4 times resist. If I was a regular Superior, it might have been easier. But at least I have a few hits of damage on the Landorus. You would go for... I want to keep Metagross healthy because it could deal with this mod. HP Ice. HP Ice is an option. Metagross single-handedly deals with his entire team. I'm going to risk him having a Dazzling Gleam and just go out into kyurem-black on an HP Ice is what I'm expecting. Because Dazzling Gleam is not super common. We'll just throw off an Earth Power here. If he wants to go Mantine, that's fine. Again, 2 turns of Stealth Rock should be enough for Tapu Koko to go down to the Leaf Storm. Also, the fact that I could go for Ice Beam here. I actually should have clicked Ice Beam, but I didn't want him staying in. And I wasn't sure if it would KO. To be honest, though, it doesn't have the best special defense, so I should have clicked Ice Beam. Ice Beam was always the best play. Hits everything, especially Charizard. If he goes Charizard, I'll be really sad, because it's me making a bad play right here. And he could be Magnet, Tapu Koko. Magnet or... Nah, I still think it's Z-Move Landers. But if he goes Mantine, it doesn't matter. I don't lose anything because I can click Fusion Bolt after, get rid of that Mon, no matter what. It's just that Ice Beam was always the best play there, so that was my bad. I was just so fixated on getting rid of Tapu Koko if he chooses to stay in and if I did live a hit. That I went for anything else, but yeah, Ice Beam was always the best play there. Always, always, always. Well, we're clicking now. But it was just always the best play that turn. The thing is, if he is a setup Landorus, that's unfortunate. That is terrible for my opponent, and we're able to get rid of Landorus like for nothing. So that's absolutely terrible for my opponent. And I do apologize. I also have the Electrum Z, Electric Terrain up. as well. Charizard's gonna come out. Are you Zard Y? Just gonna Ice Beam here. Oh, it's Zard X. And he can go right for Dragon Claw and knock me out. And he's gonna take stop rock damage. Oof. This isn't so bad. This isn't terrible. We're gonna go Lanners, just to scare out the Charizard and force him to go Mantine. If I'm gonna force him to go Mantine, I should double here into Metagross. I think I should double out to Metagross. But if he goes for Flare Blitz, I could lose the game. Actually, if he goes for Flare Blitz, I think I still win by clicking. Yeah, I think I'm in a fine position if he goes for Flare Blitz, because I then get to click Leaf Storm with my Serperior and win the game. So we're gonna double out into our Metagross, predicting his Mantine to want to come out. And now we can knock it out with Thunder Punch. Charizard dies to Ice Punch after Rocks, and Tapu Koko cannot come in on me. So, and we should be able to win the game with Scarf Serperior. So we're going to be able to get rid of the Mantine right here. Metagross is a busted Mon. Straight up busted Mon. And I guess assuming I hit Leaf Storm, I win the game. Maybe? Assuming I hit it, I win the game. I understand him weakening me. I understand it, but it doesn't... I don't know how much of a difference it makes. Look how much that... Why did I do 26% to a Charizard? And I'll just go for an Ice Punch here, because it doesn't miss. And I froze my opponent on top of that, but I had Serperior in the back. Yeah, the miss on Stone Edge from Lanners sucked. I made a terrible play though, and I deserved to lose my Lanners. Ice Beam. I deserved to lose my kyurem-black. Ice Beam was always the best play, guys. I think I was just, like I said, I was so fixated on Tapu Koko being such a huge threat to my team that if he did have Dazzling Gleam and I randomly lived it, I would have loved to be able to knock him out. But that was before even knowing the Ice Beam cow. That was before even knowing anything regarding that Mon. What is this Chansey Toxapex? This man has a Zard and Tapu Koko, two of the most offensive Mons, and then he has Chansey Toxapex to round it out. I like it. We're going to lead off of Lanners. Get up Rocks early versus his team, and then pressure him with Marowak. He's off of Celesteela. I don't know what... I'm probably just going to Leech Seed, but I want to get up Rocks because he has no switch-ins to Marowak with Rocks up. That's why I want to get up Rocks. I have no idea what type of Tapu Koko. I have no idea what type of Charizard it is. I have no idea what type of team my opponent's running. That does so much damage. Oh lord. We'll go Marowak here. I'm kind of hoping he does go for Heavy Slam again and doesn't Leech Seed. I would absolutely love that, because I don't want my Marowak to be Leech Seeded. But double out to Excadrill. The plays. Man, double out to Excadrill. Going right back on the Landorus. Man, went a hard Excadrill. That's a great play though. Great offensive play, keeping momentum and whatnot. I could see him going for Earthquake here. I guess he could Rock Slide or try and... I feel like my opponent's going to be the type that's going to go try and predict this turn as well. And losing Lanners sucks for Charizard, but I have Glare in the back. And also, he might be thinking he's faster, so I'm going to go for Earth Power here. I am 309 speed versus just 302. So he might just try and spin here just to get rid of my Mon. But go Celesteela. Unfortunately, I reveal that I am the Earth Power variant. And we'll go Route to Marowak right here. We're still chipping away, keeping up Rocks. I have Double Rocker, which is really nice versus my opponent's team. Goes for a Heavy Slam. Is an Earthquake coming? What the hell? Is an Earthquake going to come out? I have no idea what's about to come out. I'm going to click Fire Punch, though. That did so much damage. Is that banded? Is that just banded? Is that banded damage? I have no idea if that's banded damage or not. I even get a burn on Tox. Oh my god, why am I lucking this poor human? I'll just go for Boomerang here. And then we can finish it off with a Shadow Ball, assuming he doesn't go for Scald. Alright, so, Metagross is about to have a ton of fun, so we're going to go out to that Mon right now, and I didn't just click Ice Punch. Ice Punch hits Excadrill, hits Celesteela. It should be able to knock out Toxapex at 10%. And it hits everything on my opponent's team, which is why I want to go for that. I would actually Hammer Arm here, to be honest, predicting Excadrill. I think that'd be so cool. My opponent's team, is that Bandit Celesteela though? It did 56%. Bandit Celesteela sounds fun. I might actually try that out. Earthquake and Heat Rans, letting them die. Hey, there's a drill. So we're going to be able to knock that, or 2 KO, excuse me, that thing with the Ice Punch. Would you go for Earthquake here or Rapid Spin? I don't think it matters. Either way, I go back on to Lanners and I get up my Rocks again if you go for Shadow Claw. What just happened? We're gonna double out to Kyurem. I don't want to lose my Shadow Claw. And my opponent's team is so cool. I don't want to lose my my Lanners right there. I can use it as a pivot. And then the Iron Heads this turn. What just happened? Alright, so Metagross is going to win this game. And I'm just getting thrown off completely by my opponents. But I mean, maybe he's just predicting me and I'm just getting wrecked. Why I pulled this double is because I expected him to want to switch out into Celesteela, and I wanted to hit it with a Fusion Bolt. Do some massive damage. We're going to go hard Tapu Fini here and hit this boy up with the Guardian of Alola. I don't mind him seismic tossing. We're actually going to taunt first. Yeah, that way you can't stealth rock. And I'm going to throw off a nice Guardian of Alola. Whatever comes out, you're taking 75% of your HP. You don't need that HP. You do not need that HP at all. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So in range of Metagross now, I kind of want to keep Lanners alive, but I think the way I'm going to be Zard is by glaring it with Serperior. So we're going to sack our Lanners here to be able to go right out into Metagross. Knock him out. So could be Zard Y. I don't know. I have no idea. That beast boost. I have no idea based on my opponent's team. And we'll just throw off a Thunder Punch. Nothing on my opponent's team takes this at all. I mean, if you go Tapu Koko, great. I knock you out with Thunder Punch into Ice Punch. If you go Excadrill, I already know I am confirmed faster, and I can knock you out with the. I already know I'm confirmed faster, and I can knock you out with the Ice Punch after, which still has no switch-ins. My opponent is really. Why did he have Shadow Claw? That's so odd. I don't think that hits anything. Well, it hits Metagross plus Lanners, I suppose. I'm not a big fan of Shadow Claw, though. Definitely not a big fan of the Shadow Claw on my opponent's team. Tapu Koko comes out. I should be able to live one hit, and I just want to go for Meteor Mash. I honestly just want to Meteor Mash him up. Even if he Volt Switches or U-turns, great. So he doesn't even get off enough damage with that to knock me out with Thunderbolt after, and he's going to be taking... He was Merciless Toxapex. So, okay, Toxapex goes down to rocks. Toxapex goes right down to rocks. And Charizard is going to come out. I don't even know what type of Zard this is. I don't know what type of Zard you are. If it's Zard Y, I'm just going to switch out anyway. So I'm going to go Serperior because I can glare it. Alright, so I can Thunder Punch this thing. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I did just lose a Mon that beats Tapu Koko though, but I think if it was Zardax, I had to make that play. Also, he dies to rocks. So I'm going to be able to knock him out with the Thunder Punch right there. Charizard goes down. Interesting. This is a really interesting game. Tapu Koko is going to come out. I do live one Thunderbolt, and I can knock him out with Meteor Mash. And he hits a Thunder in the Sun. Does not paralyze me though. I knock him out with that. What's going on in this game? This game is crazy. And we'll keep this alive. I think I can just safely go out to Tapu Fini. That man hit a Thunder. That man has Thunder in the Sun team. That's so cool. This guy's the real deal. This guy's the real deal. But we'll just go for Nature's Madness here. Nature's Madness. Put him in range of the. Put him in range of Metagross. I can just click Ice Punch here, and even if that loses, basically Ice Punch or Thunder Punch is a no drawback play because they hit, and he knocks me out with Seismic Toss, and then I just go right out to kyurem-black, and I click Ice Beam twice, and I win the game. This game was crazy though. What if he Scarf Celesteela and he outspeeds me? What if he has Scarf Celesteela and he outspeeds me? I like that Fusion Bolt doesn't miss. What are you doing? Why are you protecting yourself? What my opponent doing? What if he is Cut Stap, which is unreleased? Okay, I'm just trying to make ways that I lose the game now, huh? This is an odd game. It's a really odd game. But Celesteela does go down to Ice Beam, and that's going to be a good game. So, anyway, we're going to leave that there. This was such a odd live, I feel. Good game, dude. Really, really interesting team there. I would fix his Zard. If you're watching, bro, I don't know if you're watching my videos, but if you are, definitely fix your Zard's HP. That way you can switch into Stealth Rock, make an odd number. That way you can switch in Stealth Rock and be at 51% instead of 50%. So you can switch in twice without dying. Though, I mean, any Charizard taking rocks, being pounded into it, probably just dies anyway. But I do hope you guys all enjoyed. I do want to know your thoughts on Pheromosa, and also the potential of having a tier between OU and Ubers. In the past, I didn't really care much for the option because Ubers was literally a ban list for OU, and viability in Ubers should not matter if a Pokemon is banned. But I'm leaning more towards it, just because Ubers is its own tier now, and we do have BL for other tiers, so why not for OU too? But anyway, I do want to know your thoughts. It wouldn't necessarily be a tier though. I guess it'd just be a placeholder. Maybe we can make it a playable tier in some type of tourney. But anyway, I want to know your thoughts. Feel free to leave a like, subscribe, do your thing. Check out the Beach Boots merchandise. It's only available for one more day, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, friends.